What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm Rob Odie. I'm in Studio 39. You know what is the Bear Cave, and this is Spotlight 39. Coming to you live a little early. You know, it is what it is. We got some super special guests, so I had to make sure I got them on the calendar. So if you looked at the intro screen, you saw it right. We got St. John Bosco up there. So we got a couple of those dudes, on the show. They're going to share their stories, talk some football and all that good stuff. So before we get into all that, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on, you know, hit that thumbs up button. That's the only way this thing's going to grow. We get the exposure that these kids deserve, all that good stuff. Let me plug the Darius Minor Foundation, pull that up. Like I said, talk about it every single night, near and dear to my heart. It's the Black Bears Heart Walk. Check out all the information on dm39.org. If you can't participate in person, that is all good. We completely understand. Maine is pretty much up north, no man's land, not easy to get to, but you can still support from afar. You can still help by fundraising, donating. Anything that you can do certainly is appreciated. So, all that out the way, let's find out who we got. What's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling?
Feeling
Yeah,
good.
feeling good, right? So check it out. I'm gonna hand you guys the floor, right? And you guys can choose who's gonna go first and introduce themselves. But I want to know who you are formally, right? What you do, graduating class, all that good stuff, and we're gonna have some good football conversation. So whoever wants to start it off, man, the floor is yours.
I'm Malachi Finau. I play defensive line, class of 2022. It's my senior year.
Senior year.
I'm Chedon James. I'm Chedon James, class of 2022, and I'm from Carson, California.
All right.
And I play receiver. I play receiver too.
All right, we play receiver. All right, so we got D line, we got wide receiver, right? And we call it the Cali takeover, right? Under the radar, man. Every video I'm watching,
Let's
you guys, man. That's all you guys still out there because you guys are notorious just for knocking dudes off, man. And first and foremost, it was an absolute pleasure to see you guys come, across country to small town Chesapeake, Virginia, right, and play some football. Unfortunately, Virginia wasn't on the upside, the winning side, but it's all good, right? We got no problem with that. It is what it is. You guys are crazy talented. They're very talented as well. They're state champs for a reason, but you guys are national champs for a reason, right? So we're gonna get into all of that. But before we do, man, let's kind of rewind the clock as I like to do, and just let me know. Talk to us about what you guys are involved with during the off season. What is an off season for state champs, national champs look like? What do you guys do? Camps, combines, keep it local, personal trainers. What do you got going on?
For us, it's really practice, 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 practice. We still practice here, and we work out, and then outside of practice, I work out with Darrell Noel,
Okay.
Master Faster, um, with PC, and PC is our quarterback. So, and I'm always throwing with him, working out on the side with Darrell, and then that's pretty much it.
Okay. So what's a D lineman do in the off season?
I just want to shout out my D line coach, Nico Trenches. Y'all go follow him on Instagram, Nico Trenches.
I like
I
it.
just want to thank him. I've been training with him for about probably 6 months now. That's my outside of school training. Then I got weightlifting coach, Coach Joe, down there in Lomita, California. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And
Okay.
in school training, we probably got one of the best weightlifting programs in the nations for sure. We just got a new gym put in, so now that's gonna help us a lot. And
That's
like Cheney said, it's just practice, practice, practice. Practice comes chemistry. Chemistry comes winning teams. So
So you guys
it
stay
was
busy during the off season with the program, right? So you
yes,
guys
sir.
you guys don't hit up camps and combines and all that good stuff.
It was hard. We hit up some camps, but it's like COVID was over here, so
Yeah.
that affected camps a lot.
Oh, and yeah, I was gonna say in Cali, I can see that because I know June 1st, man. Once the floodgates open, man, like I was seeing dudes, they were putting out graphics for their camp tour, man. Like dudes was hitting
Yeah,
up 10, 12 plus camps. I'm like, how does your body go through that? But it was like a regular thing, I mean, it was just dude after dude on my Twitter feed, and I was like, man, as long as y'all, as long as you're treating your body right, kudos to you if that's your thing. But the exposure was there, so it worked. But man, let's get back on track. So you guys said that you just got a new weight room, right? New part of the
Yes, sir.
facility. So while we're talking about that, I can now make my formal announcement that I've kind of kept under lock and key. You guys got a little sneak peek, man, but I'm gonna get a first hand look at that new facility next Thursday
Definitely.
night when I fly into California to cover. Is it the game of the year? Right? Is it the Super Bowl of high
The
school
game of
sports?
the year,
Game of the year. Yes,
for
sir.
sure.
I think it's the Super Bowl of high school football, man, and I'm excited to come out there and cover St. John Bosco hosting Mater Day. I got it right. I'm from the East Coast, but it's Mater Day. I've been practicing. Super excited for that, man. Super huge powerhouse on both sides, and I couldn't be more excited to fly out and check those dudes out in person, see you guys again, and see what Cali football is all about, right? On the West Coast. So I figured I would plug that, make the announcement, get it out the way, and get back on track to you guys. So with all that practicing, all that chemistry building, right? How was that transition to the 5 games that we've played so far this season?
So as you can see, we came into the first game just thinking, man, we're gonna win this. We're gonna win this. We embody that into our brains. Like our chemistry together is different than other high schools for sure. So going into every game, we tell each other, I got your back, you got my back. That's how we gonna win this game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I would just say like we focus on getting better every day. So that's what we emphasize as an offense and the defense. We focus on getting each other better and trying to be the best selves we can every day in and out day every day in and out.
I like it. So you you
Yeah.
you guys listen to Coach talk a lot, right? Because I feel
Yeah,
like y'all are almost verbatim on what his mission was, right? So I like that.
yes, sir.
The message is very clearly landed, as I can tell. So you guys are 5-0, right? You guys have taken on some pretty big programs, right? I mean, you took on a squad, nationally ranked squad from St. Louis, right? Another nationally ranked squad from Miami, and then you guys flew all the way to the East Coast, like we talked about, to play Oscar Smith here in Virginia, which is the number 1 program in Virginia. You guys aren't afraid of anybody, right? You guys will fly across the world if it takes that to get in front of a new opponent, and that's what you guys did pretty much, man. Coming all the way across country and playing in small town Virginia against some great dudes, and you guys came out on top, obviously. So shout out to you guys. I mean, the game was incredibly fun to watch. Your chemistry on the sidelines was just unmatched, and like you said, man, you could tell that's what you guys embody in the program because I heard I wish I could remember his number, but I mean he was shouting out to the offense, right? Like no huddle, you take charge, right? And I'm like, man, like this is grown men playing high school football, and it was just a good time. So uh, you know I like what I see, and I can't wait to see more when I get out there. So let's do this, man. We normally talk about grades and academics, so we'll touch on that. But you guys are at a pretty, academic school, right? Pretty nice academic school. So I'm going to assume
Definitely.
that the grades is where they need to be. But you tell
Yeah.
me, are we academically fit to be accepted when you decide on what program you're going to call home, and then when you decide to enroll at Air Force? We ready with you?
Definitely. I'm academically fit to go to Air Force, and hopefully I have to take my SATs and my ACTs so I could get the director. If I'm going directly into Air Force or I'm going to the prep school. So
Okay,
I'm I'm academically fit to this school definitely prepares me to for Air Force.
good deal. And then what about yourself, my man?
Yeah, I believe I'm academically fit for any college. This school, again, definitely one of the top schools in the nation, not just through sports but through school itself.
I
So it
like.
prepares you for college for sure.
Good deal, man. So speaking of college, right? You mix the academics, you mix the talent on the field, and that brings us to the recruiting process. And I am incredibly curious as to why Air Force for you, and then obviously I'm curious as to what your recruiting looks like. So we can start wherever we want, but I'll leave that up to you. Who wants to go?
You go ahead, Air Force.
For Air Force was my first offer coming out the spring. So I got my first offer in the 11th grade from Air Force, and I'm an under recruited kid, and I loved Air Force. Like I went up there. When did I go up there? In the summer, and they loved me. Like they showed me love. They showed me like everything. Like and Air Force is just like a most people make 4 year like career decisions in college. Like Air Force is a 40-year decision. Like the opportunity, there's so much opportunity at Air Force, and that's why like I ended up saying I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, man. So with that, right? So what? Like I said, I assume that you had other opportunities, right? And you went Air
Nah,
Force. No.
nah, I have
Okay.
yeah, I only got one offer, so that was
So
that
we
was
got
that.
one opportunity. They showed you a lot of love. You went out there. You fell in love, and Air Force is where you're calling home.
Definitely,
I like it,
definitely,
man. Look, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I respect that, right? Because you got some dudes who sit on 40, 50, offers, which is fine, because I mean, obviously they've earned it. They're super talented. But if you get the opportunity that right, that's best fit for you, you might as well make that move, right?
yeah.
But I'm in no position to tell anybody anything. I'm just a dude behind the camera. But what was that breakthrough moment when Air Force reached out to you and said, "Hey, man, we love what we see. We want you to be a part of our program."
It was really after I put out my junior tape. Coach Campbell always been in touch with me, but like really after I put out that junior tape, he called me and he was like, "We really like you and we would like to offer you." And I was like, that was my first offer, so
Game changer.
I was I was so happy, like it, I
It,
can't
it,
even
it
explain.
changes your life, right? Because now at this point you realize, all this hard work that I'm putting in is going to pay dividend, right? Because somebody
Definitely,
else sees something in me that I see in myself, and now they want to be
definitely,
a part of what they got, man. So congratulations on that. Obviously the future is very bright, and I'm excited for what you got to bring once you get there. But we got to get through the rest of this year, right? You guys got a bigger picture in mind, in a nice national championship, right? So what about you, buddy? What is your whole process, right? What does your recruiting look like? Do we have conversations, interest, offers? What does it look like?
So going into junior year, right before COVID hit, I had earned an offer from Kansas, the Jayhawks,
Okay.
and then right when COVID hit, everything stopped. All the recruiting process and all that. And then the season came. We played our junior season, did pretty good, got some interest. Just like Chedon, I'm also under recruited cat, but honestly, you just need one offer. You don't need 50 and all that. You just need one to commit to.
That's
So
it.
that's what I think. So I'm honestly open to any college that's interested in me at this point. Just trying to ball out my senior year and see where it goes from there.
Yeah, man. So look, just keep doing what you're doing, and I think the eyes are there, and they're going to continue to be there, man. So you don't have that to worry about. There's exposure, right? I think we had at Oscar Smith, man. There was Dre Bly from UNC. You had I forgot his name, dude from Clemson, right? And then you had a coach from ODU. So you had three D1, 2 Power 5 programs, just are in small town Virginia. I can imagine what comes out to you guys. So just keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing, man, and I think the future is going to be incredibly bright for the both of you. But let's do this. Let's stop talking football, right? Let's get to the hardest part of this conversation, and let's talk about yourself, right? So I see you over there smiling, right? Like, all right, I'm ready. So, you know, what are you involved with outside the game? So when you're not working out, when you're not playing Madden, right? When you're not on the football field, when you're not doing anything sports related, who are you outside the game? What do you like to do? What makes you you?
So besides playing video games, man, I'll probably say I love hanging out with my little brothers for sure.
Okay.
Just having fun with them, but even hanging out with some of the homies, going to the beach,
There we go.
just
See,
chilling
look,
with
there
the
we go.
bros.
We went from family to the beach. All right. So we
Yeah,
get we look, man. You guys live in Southern California. You got to go to the
sure.
beach, right?
Yeah, it's
I mean,
best beaches in the world over here for
look,
sure.
I was there for 10 days, man. I got to see all of the beaches. I flew into San
Yes, sir.
Diego, hit the coast, and then flew out of San Francisco. So I got
Hey,
to see a little of this and a little of that. I quickly realized, basically, once I got out of Malibu, it was all mountains. There was nothing. So I
yep,
wasn't a big fan of that. I got to
yeah.
San Fran, and the roads are like, I mean, just, I mean,
San Fran is crazy.
you basically fall off a cliff going down those roads. But yeah, man, the beach life is look. Santa Monica was dope. It was real nice. It was a good vibe, right? So outside of the beach, what else do you like to do, man? Are you a sneakerhead? You write poetry, right? You collect bunny rabbits, play the ukulele. What do you like to do?
Man, I love to draw. I'm not even gonna lie. I
There we
like
go.
drawing.
What are we drawing? Are we drawing like realistic? Are we drawing cartoons?
Anything I could
Anime?
think of. Anything I could think of.
All right.
You know, if it's football stuff or just of someone.
You just like to draw, pen to paper.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good deal. So you're a little man. You over there waiting. So let's learn a little bit about who you are.
Uh, I really like being with my family. Like I have a big family, and
Okay.
so I have three siblings. So it's four of us, and we just like going on adventures. Like Cali is just like a big place to explore, and we just basically go on adventures, and we like adventures. I say adventures, but like we just hang out. Like literally, like we just go to the beach, like he said. Like we'll go like hiking, like
Okay.
anything.
Man, there's a lot
We'll
of
go
hiking. I had to hike to go.
hiking. It's
I had to go hiking to
yeah,
the Hollywood sign. Like,
man.
I'm
That's
a,
where we
I'm
go.
a fluffy
We go
guy,
to
man.
the
Like that was no easy walk.
and my
Whew.
brother just got into like cycling. Like cycling, I
Yeah,
don't even know. He
yeah,
trying to get me into
yeah.
it.
Get on the bike and go cycle around Beverly Hills. Look, you'll come back. Look, you'll come back looking like the Rock. I mean, those hills
Man,
are reckless. But that's cool,
man.
man. So basically family oriented, laid back, humble, right? I
Yeah.
like it, man. Look, there ain't nothing wrong with it. I respect that. So let me ask you guys this, man. It's Friday Night Lights. What's banging in the locker room or in your headphones? What's getting you hyped to go to war with your brothers? What's on the playlist?
AK Panama.
AK Benjamin, they got Rio the Young OG, a little bit of Kodak, little baby, young boy, anything to get us turned
All
up.
right, look, man. I thought we were gonna get through the whole thing without young boy or the baby, but you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. Good deal, man. So I appreciate you guys taking the time, jumping on, sharing your story, having some laughs, man. Like I said, I'm excited to get out there and get to know you guys a little bit more and see what Bosco football is all about on the West Coast, man. Because I got a snapshot. Now I want the full, I want the full picture, man. So I appreciate that. I'm gonna hand you the floor one last time, man, to just shout out anybody and everybody that's been in your corner, helping you along the way, helping you get to where you want to be. Floor is yours.
I'll go first. Shout out my mom and dad. I love you. And then shout out Cheston, Seisha, and Nina, all my siblings.
There we go.
Yeah, I just want to shout out my mom too, my dad, love you guys, my little brothers, Austin and Tella. Thank you for sticking with me, and all my cousins out there too. Love y'all.
Good deal. So real big family dudes, man. I like that. I like that. So check it out, man. Again, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys real soon. For everybody out there, look, this is exactly what Spotlight 39 is all about. We got a platform for everybody. If you got a story to share, we want to hear it. Reach out. I appreciate you. I'm about to come back. I got a whole nother slate of student athletes starting in about 10 minutes or so. So tap in. It's live. I'm Rob Odie. I'm going to close it out, my man Darius Minor, like I do every single time. I miss you, big home.